Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear viewers, today's topic is all about provincial demands for self-rule and share rule under the 18th Amendment in Pakistan and assessment. It is very much important before discussing the self-rule and share rule concept that we see what is federalism and who gave the concepts of self-rule and share rule in federalism. Federalism is a constitutional arrangement used to manage the ethnic diversity with multi-ethnic and multi-ethnic and multicultural states. The states who has or who own a diverse population can adopt federalism and a federal political system to accommodate those ethnic diversities or different diverse societies. Federalism basically harmonize the relationship between the federation and other federating units in a state. Same as it also create a good relationship among all ethnic groups, whether they are in majority and they are in minority, or they are smaller or bigger. Dicey has explained or given a definition of federalism as a device intended to bring together a nation, means to bring the whole population in a state together and its diverse groups provided some constitutional rights, means it give constitutional safeguards to the different groups without any difference whether they are larger groups or smaller groups. Same as Montesquieu is considered as the starting point of this inquiry through federalism, as he was the first who has introduced the idea with introduced this idea and semantics of federalism in modern political thinking. He presented this idea in his book The Spirit of Laws. Same as Takina Tumano in 1998 elaborated the federalism and said that it is a politically established government where subunits shares power with cooperation. In a federal political setup, diversity will maintain and organize with the consensus of all ethnic groups, and many political scholars consider federalism as a binding agent that bind the central government and the federating units and bring harmony with all the ethnic population without seeing any ethnic differences. A federation can only emerge under some specific situations, means the formation of federation or the federating units joined federation due to some reasons. For example, some economic benefits, maybe they are economically weak, or maybe they have strong neighboring states and they had fear of security, so they joined a federation to become stronger. Usually this desire for joining the federation comes from the federating units. When they become the part of that federation, the groups considered their regional autonomy to be integral. They become the essential part of that federation. Here, keep remember that the desire accepted by the federation, and they welcome those states to join their federation. But once they become the part of federation, they cannot easily detached. They cannot easily separate. If they start a separate movement, they will be the considered. They will may face some challenges. They may face state laws, and they may be not allowed to. They may not be allowed to join an other state without the consensus of the federation. Here, federalism is a sense of equality and autonomy. Equality means all the ethnic groups are equal, or all the federating units are equal, and autonomy means they are free in decision making, policy making, but with integrity. They cannot lose national integrity. William Vicker has defined that a constitution can called federal government if it has few prominent features of multi-level government, and democracy, rigid constitution, and bicameralism are the key features of a federation. A federation cannot be a real or true federal state until and unless it has democracy, rigid constitution, bicameralism, and multi-level governments. Each level of the government in this scenario is given some has given some autonomy, or enjoy some autonomy under the federation. Same as US is considered the first modern federal state, and it adopted the federal political system in the 18th century. The federal idea developed and proliferated after the Second World War. Many countries in the world adopted federal features in the 20th century, and approximately 28 federal states exist in the world, where 40% of the total world population live in those countries or based on those countries. Same as we see that in subcontinent all Indian groups were under the colonial system of the Great Britain, and Great Britain introduced many acts to organize these ethnic groups. For example, 1862, 1893, 1909, and 1990, and the last Indian Government Indian Act 1935. In 1935, the Britain introduced federal political system with federal features. Power was allocated to the local community, but it was a minimum one and with some restrictions. Same as these acts offered by the British in India were not, however, acceptable to the Muslims. Consequently, Muslims started for the political rights, and Muslims, and on the other hand, Hindus also started provincial autonomy in the British India. Mr. Nehru, a Congress leader, on his famous report in August 1928, demanded centralized political system. On the other hand, the wise Muslim leader Mr. Jinnah demanded federal political system. He also demanded federal political system in his famous 14 point he presented on March 28, 1929. Jinnah's famous point were highly appreciated, and the Muslim leaders joined Jinnah for the struggle. In the series of acts from 1958 to 1939, The British just introduced these acts to make the satisfied Indians, the local population. But the deprivation of these natives remain, uh, and they were not satisfied with these amendments, these acts, and the situation get more conflict, more difficult in these areas, in the different parts of the India. And later it ended with the separation of united India into two separate states, Pakistan and India, in 1947. When these two states separated, they were bound to adopt Indian Act 1935, which was introduced by the British India, which were introduced by the Britain in United India. It was adopted after some changes in both India and Pakistan, and the constitutional process in the both countries started, and India was the first among two countries who introduced its own constitution, while the constitutional process remained delayed in Pakistan. And we finalized our objectives in 1949 under the Constitutional Reform Committee, and the committee gave us some points as a guideline points for the new constitutional making efforts. This delay was due to some reasons. It was not an easy job to construct a new constitution, or to design a new constitution, or draft a new constitution, because two issues remain. Number one was the language, and number two was the representation. These two issues created 10 years of deadlock in the constitution making history. And the second constitutional committee was the committee who gave us a constitution, and we finally, alhamdulillah, got the new constitution in March 1956. The new constitution and first ever constitution, the Constitution 1956, was considered as the important document in the country. It has introduced three legislative lists, a unicameral legislature, Bengali and Urdu both as official languages, and other prominent features. But the constitution remained implemented for a short time of 2 years only, and later it was abrogated by Ayub Khan in November 1958, and he imposed martial law in the country and became the president of Pakistan. He implemented the new constitution with federal setup in 1962. Two legislative lists, the unicameral legislature, and the powerful president system was implemented in Pakistan. We see that the demand of the provinces' demand for self rule and share rule remain a problem in the country, and the federal system provoked an authoritative federal system in the country. The whole federal system was led by the president, and he was the ultimate authority in the country. The provinces were dissatisfied, they were in griefs, and they started movements for the autonomy. For the autonomy that was promised at the time of formation. Mujibur Rahman was the person who presented his 6-point formula for the resolution of East and West conflict, and a unique version of the presidential system was introduced in the country that was unacceptable to the political leadership. For the longest part, the Ayub regime was stable, however, and it has close inception and with many problems, and the instability in the state was observed in his regime because many political parties stood against his presidency and they put forward their voices against this one unit imposed by him. Same as we see this situation, this anarchic situation forced Ayub Khan to hand over the charge to the another military commander, Yahya Khan. We see that the new commander imposed martial law and dissolved the assembly. He abrogated the 1962 constitution and repaired the one unit system. He promised that he would conduct elections in 1970. And the historic election results were quite interesting, as no political party in west and east part got majority. This created a problematic situation and caused and resulted the separation of eastern part of the country on December 1971. After this failure in the east part, Yahya Khan resigned from his office and handed the government office over to Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. The newly appointed Mr. Bhutto introduced third constitution and it was implemented in 1973. 1973 constitution was suspended by General Ziaul Haq on July 5, 1977 after the suspension of Mr. Z.A. Bhutto's government and the federal political system, bicameral legislative assemblies and separation of powers were redesigned. He introduced 8th constitutional amendment and Article 58 2b empowered General Ziaul Haq. And movement MRD started from Sindh region for the restoration of the democracy and democratic system under the chairmanship of Benazir Bhutto, and General Zia's long regime ended in 1988 after his demise. But after his passing, the 8th amendment in the article the 8th amendment and the Article 58 2b introduced by him repeatedly imposed and used by the different presidents in Pakistani history. Under this 58 2b, both Benazir and Nawaz Sharif lost their democratic governments in 1990 and 1993, 1996 and 1999. In 1999, martial law was again imposed and General Musharraf took the presidential office. The 17th Amendment modified the constitution that was not acceptable to the political parties, and the political leaders decided to take a stand against his dictatorship for the restoration of democracy. Both the 8th and the 17th Amendment had simultaneously strengthened the president office. And these amendments were misused again against representative democratic governments. Ex-Prime Minister Ms. Benazir Bhutto and Nawaz Sharif during their exile met in London and mutually agreed for the democratic restoration in 2006, and they unanimously signed a document COD, the Charter of Democracy. General elections were held in Pakistan in 2008, where Pakistan People's Party claimed the majority in the center. But unfortunately, Miss Benazir Bhutto's after the assassination of Miss Benazir Bhutto, Asif Ali Zardari was nominated as the president of Pakistan, and he fulfilled the promise of the Mohtarma Benazir Bhutto. The eighth constitution removal from the constitution might have been the intention of the new elected president and Mr. Zardari, and in April 2010 the PP government, with the consent of all political parties, presented the 18th constitutional amendment proposal in the parliament, and on 19th April 2010 Asif Ali Zardari, as a prime minister, finally approved the bill and converted it to an amendment. Historically, we know it as 18th constitutional amendment. It was no doubt, it is a historic amendment because it had reintroduced the concept of federal government system in the country. It redesigned the federal political system and converted it into a true federal state. Same as we see that the concept of the federal concept of self-rule and share rule, those were the main focus of the 18th constitutional amendment. Further, we shall see the self-rule and the share rule concept under the 18th amendment and how 18th amendment fulfilled these concepts. We shall see it in the part 2 of this presentation. Thank you.